Hey yo, we're back for another Korean Einstein video, and in today's video, we're gonna be ranking every song that Drake dropped this year, 2022. Now, Mr. Drizzy Drake had a very eventful year with 2 full-length studio albums dropping in the span of months. So it is my duty to rank all of his songs from this year because I am a huge Drake fan. That's right, I said it, I'm a huge Drake fanboy. But before I get down and dirty in the trenches, make sure you like the video and subscribe for more juicy Korean content. At the very last, the very bottom, we have Currents. This song is just no, not the Lord song, which is actually amazing. No, this is Drake's Liability, where the vocals are pitched down to the point where it sounds like a parody. The same boring bullshit snooze fest. Falling back to me, falling back to me. I've reluctantly accepted the fact that every Drake album is gonna have a long, boring, monologue type song where there's no switch up in production or vocals. It's just 6 minutes of Drake moaning into a microphone about some nonsense. And my biggest complaint is not that the lyrics are toxic or superficial. You can make a toxic song sound amazing. My biggest issue is that it's just boring. Watching paint dry on a wall would be more exciting. I'm sorry, but Drake is trying way too hard to do his Playboi Carti impression. Like, I get that he's just showing love or paying homage, but it's just ridiculous coming from Drake. Calling My Name is barely a song. There's nothing to it besides a couple of interesting moments, but there's barely any meat to chew on. Is it weird that I kinda enjoy how ridiculous this song sounds? Yeah, that Bee Gees Staying Alive copy and paste hook from Drake is just awful, but hearing those DJ Khaled ad-libs put a smile on my face, brought joy to my monotonous life. But it still sounds like garbage. This song is okay, I guess, but it adds nothing to Her Loss. It's very low-key and drab. It's just a nothing song that I personally have no desire to hear ever again. Flights Booked is extremely average. It's decent while it's on, but instantaneously forgettable. Back Outside Boys sees Drake copying Lil Baby's flows because the song sounds a little too similar to Lil Baby's Drip Too Hard, which is a much better track. Yeah, it just kind of goes in one ear and out the other. Bruh, the instrumental is actually great. Those twangy, plucky guitars add so much flavor, but where are the good vocals? Where are the catchy melodies? You get the classic Drake timestamp song, you know, the 4 p.m. in Calabasas to 5 a.m. in Toronto, but this one's actually just 21 Savage. And yeah, he puts in a good, heartfelt performance. But when it comes down to the lyrics, or even the storytelling, I think he could have went much further. However, A Keeper is decent. It's actually a testament to Drake's talent that he can put in the lowest amount of effort, but still manage to make a catchy song. Again, Textile Green somehow meets the bare requirements of being a good song. The song is like the better version of A Keeper. Similar kind of vibe, very low-key, atmospheric and downcast, but I enjoy it slightly more. You know, I got massive hate for saying that I enjoyed the song more than Count Me Out, and you know, I can accept when I made a mistake. Count Me Out is better, but that does not mean I don't enjoy Circle Loco anymore, because I still do. These next 2 songs are songs that I know are great, and I should enjoy them more, but for some reason, I have not been coming back to them as often. The first one being Massive, which was one of the more popular hits from that album. And yeah, it does have this upbeat, driving dance beat, but for me, there's about 3 other songs from that album that I find more enjoyable. And the second one is Broke Boys. Yeah, I know that beat switch is beautiful and cold-blooded, but personally, it just has not been in my rotation. Surprisingly, I really enjoy Overdrive. It's like if Drake was curating his version of the soundtrack to Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight. And from here on out, these are all songs that I think are great. Surprisingly fantastic outro. Drake singing might sound corny to you, but to me, it's beautiful. More M's is dark and cold-blooded vibes at its finest, and yeah, it makes sense because it's produced by Metro Boomin, an absolute legend. The song is low-key but extremely enjoyable. I think both Drake and 21 slide on this cute piano beat. Absolutely love that beat drop. You know, Her Loss does a great job of subverting your musical expectations. You just get these interesting beat switches or unique flows and ideas, even song concepts. And yes, major distribution is one of those unique and creative moments on the album. Sticky is a great song, an unexpected banger on an otherwise drab and sleepy dance album. On BS is hard-hitting both vocally and lyrically. Fantastic banger. I can listen to it for hours and not get tired of it. Man, I just love Spin About You. It's just so playful. I love the sample use. It also has this flirtatious energy. I know the song has quite a few juicy bars, but I can excuse that because it's just a fun song. Jimmy Cooks is a hard prelude to Her Loss, and what an exceptional banger. If we're talking pure quality of sound, of musical accomplishment, this is the absolute peak on the album. As of now, Downhill is the lowest streamed song on Honestly Nevermind, which is an absolute shame, an absolute tragedy, because personally, it's my favorite song on the album. Yes, I said it. You know, when Los Pollos says,
have you ever went on a Drake and drive, bro? That might sound corny. I'm saying you just driving at night, Drake comes on, you're not even listening to the lyrics.
I know exactly what he's talking about, because I promise you, this song hits different when you're driving late at night. Beautiful, lavish, and soulful production with some of Drake's best bars in a minute. And usually these stream of consciousness type songs from Drake aren't the best. They can be hit or miss, but Middle of the Ocean is a massive, massive hit. Listen, I could listen to Drake rap on this beat for hours, for days, for years. Alright, number 2 and number 1 are very interchangeable, but I think personally I have to give the number 2 spot to Rich Flex. Amazing song, smooth flows, super catchy. It's an extremely multifaceted intro track with a really unique switch up, which even caught me off guard when I first heard it while I was driving. You get Drake's fruity intro, 21, can you do something for me? And then 21 comes through with those cold-blooded flows. Then suddenly, Drake starts to sing how I sing in the shower. All of you hoes need to remember who you're talking to is a slutty KCO. And then he ends the whole thing with one of the most hard-hitting verses on Her Loss. Absolutely fantastic, meticulous Drake intro track. I love it. But number 1, I have to give it to Pussy in Millions, Drake's best song since 2018, I'd say. There's not a single flaw I can point out. All the rapping performances are amazing, especially Travis Scott, who steals the show. He absolutely kills it. One of the best features of the year, and just in general, there's this uplifting energy to it, especially thanks to this beautiful production, and that is why Pussy in Millions is the best Drake song from this year. Frankly, since Nice for What, but guys, that is my ranking every Drake song video from this year. Thank you for watching. I love you. 21, do something for me. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Rank all the Drake songs from this year in one little comment. Spread that juicy Korean love. Alright, peace out.